So now a story about everybody's favorite group of people, game journalists. This week we're taking a look at a Twitter meltdown by Polygon's editor-in-chief. So this isn't a guy at the bottom of the totem pole. He's not like some secretary or something. This guy is near the top of the pile, the steaming pile. And this is one heck of a hissy fit that this guy throws. So let's get into it. He starts out by saying, friends over for dinner party, showed the Switch off to a good pal, and he accidentally overwrote my 100+ hours Zelda file. It took 3 seconds. Not exaggerating when I say this. Zelda just dropped from a top 3 for me this year to not even ranking at all. Nintendo is straight up delinquent. The Switch is an amazing console marred by a dinosaur of a company refusing to honor its own customers. I can promise you with 1,000% confidence I will never play that game again. What a effing disaster. My favorite part of sharing this is all the dipshits who stutter to exclaim, "User error, I didn't do that." So, here is one of the head honchos for a site whose job is to review and write about video games, and he takes a game that obviously he enjoyed. I mean, he spent a lot of time in it. He put a lot of hours into it. And because his friend did something in the game, all of a sudden, it's no longer in the top 3. When somebody pointed out how ridiculous this is to drop it from a game that's in the top 3 to not even ranking at all, he replied with, games that don't work properly aren't qualified for celebration. So instead of, taking a little bit of the blame, he wants to just push it all on the game and now claim that the game didn't work properly, even though it appears that everything actually worked properly except for his moronic brain. I mean, it's not the game's fault. The game did exactly what it was supposed to do. I mean, stop being so entitled. In fact, Polygon themselves wrote an article detailing that if other people wanted to enjoy the game, it's easy enough to just create another profile so they can store their own saves there. And this idiot was still editor-in-chief when this was published. So, I don't know. How do you not know? He complains about how easy it is to overwrite files. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be easy. I mean, do you want two-factor authentication turned on where you have to be sent a text with some sort of code that you have to type in order to overwrite your saves now? Does Nintendo need to mail you a letter for you to sign and mail back to authorize this? Do they need to send out service technicians to your house? I mean, Christ. And then you see his true feelings about Nintendo here. This is what I really like. He went all out attacking the company, all because he didn't do what his own site suggested he do and simply create a new profile. So if I'm Nintendo, I mean, I definitely don't give Polygon the time of day now. I don't know if they did before or not. I wouldn't to begin with. But the funniest part about all this, the guy did delete the tweet that said it was dropped out of the top 3 for him because he was catching a lot of hell, as you imagine he should. But of course, the internet doesn't forget, and we had all the screenshots saved already. But after berating people who said that it was user error, after attacking Nintendo, after saying he's 1,000% sure he's never going to play this game again, he then tweets, after working up the courage to look at my Switch again. Gosh, I mean, he's just so brave. He was able to turn on his Switch again. It restarted and was in the Zelda menu and Master Mode. He started a new game in Master Mode. My empty save slots were empty. Master Mode save slots. When I switched back to normal, they were there. So he didn't even lose anything. He started a game in Master Mode. So for those of you who are unaware, Master Mode is like hard mode on Zelda, and its saves are completely separate from the normal save files. So the moron didn't lose any of his files at all. He didn't lose his game progress at all. His friend didn't erase anything. I mean, what a huge man-child hissy fit. And did he apologize to Nintendo? Not that I'm aware of. I was looking through his timeline. I didn't see anything that even resembled somewhat of an apology. If anything, it almost appears like he's trying to justify his temper tantrum. But, I mean, it's Polygon, so what do you expect? I mean, you shouldn't expect a whole lot of standards here when we're talking about Polygon. But I am guessing that if Chris Grant ever tells you that there is 1,000% chance that something won't happen, it just simply means there's still a chance. So that does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.